Welcome back to Off-Grid Skater. This one's about vision, the kind you don't just see, but feel. I traveled across the Aegean to Andros Island, Greece, where high above the sea, surrounded by wind and silence, one man shaped stone, dreams, and concrete into something sacred.
Have less and less people live in the countryside. Study the ancient Greek tradition. You have to.
Blue Enigma isn't just a bowl. It's a reflection of the spirit that built it. What you're about to see isn't just about skateboarding, it's about soul, connection, and creating against the odds. If you stay till the end, you're gonna see one of the most unreal street spots I've ever skated as well. Let's go. Okay, what's up everybody? We're back. So I spent the last couple days in Athens, Greece, and today I'm gonna go on a special adventure across the Mediterranean Sea into an island called Andros in search of this bowl that's at a hotel on top of a mountain. There's also like a skate park and there's all this other stuff. It's called the Blue Enigma Hotel, and I guess it's been around for a while and we're gonna go check it out. It took me an hour to get here from where I was staying in Athens. Now I'm gonna take about another hour boat ride, then take a bus for an hour, and then apparently a taxi. So hopefully I get there before it's dark. It's loud, it's loud, it's loud. Hopefully I get there before dark, and I don't know if I'll be able to skate today, but tomorrow morning we're gonna wake up first thing in the morning and we're gonna learn about the Blue Enigma Hotel. I brought a board. I am down to my last board and I have a spare board that the homie hooked up, but it's not an off-grid board, so it's gonna be my first time riding a non-off-grid skateboard if I end up breaking it. So we'll see what happens. I got all these people watching me do this vlog right now. It's pretty hard to be a vlogger, YouTuber sometimes. It's kind of stupid, but it's also a very exciting and interesting experience. And I set out to do this adventure and I'm gonna do it. So now I gotta wait about 30, 40 minutes to get on this boat and we'll check back in there. Okay, see you there. The last couple days it's been so windy that all the boats got canceled to get over to the island. I wanted to go sooner, but oh well, we're going today. It's still pretty windy today. I'm actually gonna go walk over here to the water. The waves are huge. It's kind of sketch. I'm not used to a sea. I'm more used to a ocean. Let's see, look at this. Now the water's spraying me. Man, these waves are huge. This is crazy. Got a spot right here. Look at this rail too. Maybe I should mess with this. I don't know why I'm feeling like skating it. Okay, kind of surprised myself. I actually just front boarded this rail. It's actually a really fun rail. The wind is so strong, I was so afraid that like this will blow in because it's not weighted, so I tied it to the backpack. Pretty gnarly. It's kind of sketchy skating that alone, but it was fun. Passing the time before the boat leaves. Okay, I gotta get on the boat though, I think. I tried to get another angle and I cracked the board. Awesome. Now I am, well, luckily I have that other board. Good thing I brought it. I almost didn't. But now I'm gonna, also like the wind, a gust of wind just came and splashed me with a huge wave. Kind of wet, right as I was rolling up to it. I'm not gonna push my luck. I'm just gonna get on the boat. This is crazy. I'm a crazy skateboarder. Tempted to skate this spot. It's like a wall right over here. I was about to try to skate this wall ride and then they kicked me out, so I'm gonna go. I gotta get on that boat anyway. All right, see you on the island. These flat gaps are sick. Flat gap is dope. I'm gonna end up falling into the water. Andros? Andros? Okay. Made it on the boat. There's the handrail right over there. I just skated right here and it was seriously one of the hardest things I've ever done. Like the boat's going like this, the wind is insane, but kind of got some tricks. We'll see, we'll see. The guys came out and they came up and I think they told me not to. I couldn't understand them because it was Greek, but I think they told me not to skate. They could probably hear me. I think that's above the captain. Fuck. Okay, made it. Now I gotta try to find a bus. I don't know which way the bus is. Well, luckily made it before dark. It's a long ride. Found the bus, 45-minute ride to Chora. Okay, good morning. I made it to the hotel, to the Blue Enigma. I found the bowl. Now the bowl's down there. It's kind of a cloudier morning, but it looks like the weather might pick up. Let's go check it out. Whew, I haven't felt it this cold in a while. And it's raining. Nice. The weather has opened up just a bit. Things seem to have dried up a bit, and now we're gonna skate this amazing bowl, the Enigma bowl. We found it completely out on an island in the middle of nowhere. I'm excited to skate this thing. It's one of the most unique bowls I've ever seen in my life. We're gonna skate this board, see what happens. Yeah, it's a specialty like all-terrain grip tape.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. And the wheels, these ones,
These are shark wheels, yeah.
how do they feel? Just you can skate pretty much everywhere. Eh?
So this thing's pretty fun. It's definitely very unique. Still trying to work it in and get what I can before it starts raining.
Nice. Nice.
Mission complete. It stayed dry enough, just enough time for us to get it in. Yeah, the transition on this is so perfect.
Hello, my name is Nikos and welcome to Blue Enigma.
All right, everybody, that was an awesome session. Now we're just hanging out with Nikos, having a cup of coffee. Very lucky to come here. He opened it up for me. This is the off season right now.
The Enigma bowl was constructed in 2011, and at the same time I was building the other place up in the mountains, mainly for bikes at the very beginning. And then I was adding slowly lines. Then eventually, because of the weather conditions, I had to protect it with something. I was losing a lot of like clay material, from the spot. So I had to resurface it over and over. I came up with this idea just to use a little bit of cement, just a thin layer. It was a gradual process, it was a step at a time. And that's what it's all about with the name. The name, the Blue Enigma, represents that you don't follow an actual blueprint. You just go with the flow. You see the signs. There are signs that and also people who come and stay and they give you ideas. So it's a constant evolution. You don't know where it's going to end up, how it's going to evolve.
Yeah.
So that's one of the aspects. That was the main aspect of the Blue Enigma idea, basically.
And you can see it when you're just walking. They have a community area that has art on the wall. I think you really take a lot of pride in creating a creative space and embracing that.
Most of the riding community, they have this creative aspect. They love the idea of being able to create their own sport and pushing the idea of DIY sports and handcrafting and any type of expression.
Right.
Because I grew up in a village.
Yeah.
So we always had bikes, and my first steps were pretty much
right here. So this was in your family, this place?
My grandparents, yeah. If you want to see, for instance, study the ancient Greek tradition, you have to first understand the Egyptian civilization, because it's a continuation. And for the ancient Greeks, the Egyptian civilization was representing the ancient civilization for them. So just above Egypt, it's all the Mediterranean Sea. You have next to Egypt, and then you have the Egyptian civilization. Later on, you have all this Arabic culture. That they introduce different concepts. Just the creation of symbols like numbers, stuff like that. Most people move to center, big centers, big city. So you have less and less people living in the countryside.
Right.
So we have people who come for holidays, but all year round in the village were not so many people, just a few families. There's the website, blueenigma.com. You can find some information over there, and you have all the information on the website.
This place is gorgeous. I wish I had a little bit more time, but as you guys know, I'm on an adventure, so I have other places I have to go. There's all the accommodations you need. They have a small coffee shop, and hi, hello. You come in the video?
We have apartments for families. We have apartments for individuals, like bunk beds, and we have all for all styles.
Hi, how are you? Zulu. Oh, hi Zulu. You gave me kisses for the video. You made it to the video. Once again, I really appreciate you.
Nice to meet you, man.
Having me over, and it's been awesome. We stayed up last night just kind of philosophizing about life. I think after this we're gonna head up somewhere up on that mountain too. He has another skate park, right?
Yeah.
Do you call it a skate park or a DIY?
It's more like a trail type of like BMX trail. There was individual lines and jumps, one after the other. It's all sloped.
So we're cruising down the street. We're gonna head into that mountain and go skate the skate park on top of the mountain. We got Zulu with us. Looks excited. I gotta get out of the road. Oh. Okay, hopefully it doesn't rain on us, but either way, we're gonna go all terrain. Looks hard. Carrying the bike with the dog. I've never seen that one before.
It used to be for healing purposes. They were coming and staying in the village for a month or sometimes 2 months, and they were drinking this water. And this water has the healing power of breaking kidney stones, because it has too many metals inside, and it breaks kidney stones. That was how they used to treat kidney stones.
No way.
The water is warmer. It's the opposite in summer.
Really?
Because the temperature is constant.
Wow, that was good. It's pretty good. What do you think, Zulu? You gonna get some water? How long is the hike up to the...
15 minutes.
Now, do you call it a skate park or a dirt track?
It's something in between.
Okay.
Because it started as a dirt track and then was transformed into a skate park, let's say. So it's a mix. You get the sensation, when you ride the trails, the main thing is it's about the smoothness, you have this amazing smoothness.
Right.
Sometimes, the landing feels more smooth than a takeoff, and that happens because it's sculpted slowly. It's a slow process. It's not something you build in one day. It takes the form slowly, and then you reach this amazing perfection, smoothness, and you have this feeling in this place. Yeah, that's the old silk factory, and they used to produce a silk line. and export it to Asia. Yeah, now this is, how families used to make a living back in the day,
Wow.
medieval times.
And what happened to it?
I don't know, they were through industrialization, the industrial revolution, they wasn't competitive enough.
Got it.
People stopped using silk so much, I believe.
This is the halfway, huh? How old are all these rocks and stones? That's how passionate we are about these things, is that we're willing to carry this stuff all the way up here. Okay, so we made it to the top of the mountain and I see cement. Oh, whoa. I can't believe there's a skate spot up here. This is insane. What a trooper for building this. Oh my gosh. What the heck? No way. Oh my gosh. Best spot I've ever seen. Best spot ever. This is insane. Now, if we can just find the entrance. No. What? I've never seen something so amazing. Wow. Oh my gosh. Zulu, do you even understand the magnitude of this? Wow. I can't believe you got cement all the way up here. Or it's not really cement, right?
It is cement, but it doesn't have any rebar inside.
No rebar. Wow, this is off grid. What? This is an absolute work of art, man. I cannot believe what I've just been brought to. It took me 10,000 miles to get to this moment right now, and to see how amazing this is on the top of a mountain in Andros, I'm blown away. Wow, dude. Congratulations on building this. So, before we shred it, I just wanted to ask you a couple questions. So when did you start building this?
2012.
2012. About how many years did it take you to get to this point, this whole time?
It's always in progress, to add things, change a few details here and there, so it's a continued process. That's the whole idea.
Wow. And what is the material exactly?
Okay, all the soil is very well compact because we were riding bikes for the first 2 years, and I didn't add so much soil on top. It was basically I was extracting. And so everything got compacted really well, and then on top of that I used glass fiber and cement, and then another thin layer on top that gave the color. No, that's it basically. Yeah, it was an experiment and it worked really well. I've got it there are sections more than 10 years old, and there's no much. I'm doing a little bit of maintenance. I haven't done maintenance for the last 2 years now, and it's still in very good condition. It's small only. I call it trails of gratitude. Because you feel this kind of gratitude when you come here,
I can agree with that one. I feel so grateful to be here and able. I don't even have to skate it, man. I just gotta look at it. This is a work of art, dude. Seriously, good job, man. I don't even know where to begin.
There's no sound pollution, and here you feel it a lot. There's, this absolute silence. There are moments, of so much silence that you enter this type of vacuum type of you hear yourself start constructing sounds because it's so quiet.
I bet it's beautiful at nighttime, like just when you're by yourself.
Once we had this experience, we came up here midnight, and all of a sudden all nature went completely quiet, and you had this kind of sensation that something bad might happen, there's a big earthquake or something, I don't know. So everything, all the insects, the cicadas, everything just went super, super quiet, And all of a sudden we realized that it was so quiet that some people start freaking out because of the quietness. Because, they haven't got use of the idea of being in an environment that's so silent. And it was one of the magical moments, it lasted 5 minutes, something like that. And also you had this kind of sensation that somehow all nature was coordinated for something. It's like tuned to stop and for something, we didn't know what was that. But it was some kind of, deeper type of moment.
This is cool, this little stone staircase. What do you think, Zulu? Guess I might as well try to skate it. This is crazy.
And
Whoa! Whoa! There's something poetic about the legendary BMX rider, choosing to spend his life sculpting a dream out of raw earth and concrete, high above the Mediterranean. Nico didn't just build a bowl, he listened to the mountain. He shaped it through instinct, not blueprints, trial, error, and deep presence. Every transition is an echo of his intuition. Every line carries the rhythm of someone who rides with soul, not ego. He's not trying to impress you. In fact, he says very little. But what he's created speaks volumes. The bowl isn't just a skate spot. It's a sculpture of movement, a space for flow, for silence, for reverence. You feel it in the moment your wheels touch the coping, the way the wind moves through the trees, the view stretches out to the sea, the sounds of nature mixing with the sound of wheels. It all becomes one seamless composition. To ride here is to tap into something ancient and something deeply human. It's not just a DIY, it's a gift.
I didn't mean to ride through it that many times.
Nice. Nice.
Now this is off-grid paradise. This thing is so well built. It has such a smooth feeling to it. Goodbye, amazing, dreamy skate park. Wow, that was an amazing experience. I'm so glad I got to experience that. Definitely a place worth checking out if you ever come out. Sitting on top of this mountain, the view spills out in every direction. The Aegean stretches like a painting that never ends. At night, the sky opens up. No noise, no city lights, just stars, wind, and peace. And then you come down the hill. We hit a little pizza spot on the way into town and got a little taste of good old-fashioned Greek culture. Okay, so as predicted, the sun is shining beautifully and it's a gorgeous day out here on the island of Andros. Yeah, I got most of my skating in today. I'm gonna go into town and skate some street and stuff, but I just wanted to show you guys this place is absolutely gorgeous in the sunlight. I'm gonna sip some coffee and maybe do a little bit of editing and get ready for the day. Later on, I gotta take a boat off the island, unfortunately, and head back into Athens. So we'll see you out there. As you can see, there's the Mediterranean Sea. It's crystal blue. There's the bowl down there. Maybe I'll push around on it a bit, but we'll see. Definitely want to go into town and hit some street spots before I catch the boat to go back into Athens today. Perfect day. The bowl is just waiting to be skated. I pretty much got everything I needed to get, so I'm not gonna mess with it too much because I got a little bit of traveling to do, but what a fun, amazing place. There's no exaggerating it. The bowl at Blue Enigma is a masterpiece. Fluid lines, sacred geometry. It feels like it was always supposed to be there. And the hotel, if you even can call it that, it's more like a sanctuary, built with vision, patience, and soul. On the last day, we pack up slow, not ready to leave, but we dip into town for one last skate session, a few clips before the boat. just trying to hold on to that feeling before the ferry took it all back across the sea.
Okay, good morning. So the weather finally cleared and we have some blue sky. I'm gonna kind of skate around the town and go see if I can't find any off-grid spots. Let's see what's down this alleyway. Whoa. Abandoned building. Sketchy. Looks like the ocean's beat it up. I don't know how much I trust those stairs. They look kind of sketch.
The Mediterranean doesn't crash like other oceans. It breathes. Each wave folds itself into the shore, not with force but with presence, like a slow exhale that's been happening for thousands of years. I sat by the ancient stones, watching the sea repeat its rhythm, never the same, but always familiar. It reminded me that nothing truly stays still, not time, not thoughts, not even beauty. Everything flows, shifts, returns in a different shape, and maybe that's the point. The waves don't try to leave a mark, they just arrive, do their part and go, not loud, not grand, just real, like the sea, like life, like this moment.
Really wanted to try to skate that spot on the edge of the water, but then I realized I only have a limited number, or I only have these bearings, and I still have 2 weeks, so I need to actually conserve them. The normal me would have tried to skate it for sure. Also, my tail is still cracked, and all my clips from yesterday skating the Enigma Bowl and the skate park on the mountain were all with a cracked tail, which limited what I could have done. Look at this church out in the middle of nowhere. Looks like there might be some spots. This is wild, this church. Just up on this cliffside out in the middle of the water. What an amazing place. just found this spot right here. It's like, I don't know, it's just a rock, but pretty crazy. You got this guy, Soviet era war dude, pretty crazy. This spot's nuts. There's definitely some potentials here. Trying to find some stuff. Wow, that was dangerous. Also very dangerous to set my camera on this railing. Skateboarding and the adventure. All right, now I guess I gotta head back because the boat's coming soon. So I got to skate a couple things. That one was pretty dangerous by myself. After almost 2 months on the road, my equipment's getting pretty beat up. My clothes, everything, the bearings are shot. The board is cracked. It's my last board, so I'm trying to make it count. I still have a couple more weeks till I get back to my truck in the US, so I'm hoping I can make it that long. I'm feeling pretty ragged. I mean, all of this production work and filming and making videos and traveling, and it's pretty exhausting, but pretty happy with everything so far. Yeah, I'm excited to keep the journey going, and I appreciate all of the support from every one of you. It's been absolutely amazing. You guys definitely pushed me a little bit further than I would myself. I used to do all this stuff off camera, but it adds an extra element of art and documentation for me to be able to share it with you guys. Also pushes me a little bit harder. So thank you everybody, and we'll see you in the next episode. Take care. I was just taken to the most amazing spot I've ever seen here in Athens. We just got off the boat and then we came to this perfect transition spot. Got a couple tricks on it and we're gonna move on, and they're gonna drop me off soon, and looking forward to it. Sun is shining in my eyes. All right, and you could drop off over here too. That's crazy, man. Okay, one more angle from here. Not the same trick.